Hi everybody, tuned to Sisters in Hip Hop, right here on Slaghuis TV. I am your host, Goons, and you know that this is that platform whereby we showcase and celebrate all the women that are doing great things in the hip hop industry. Today I'm excited about my guest, Linda Mesh. She's going to tell you about herself and how far she's come.
I started in the industry as a model. I was associated with MTN, Steers, Revlon. I did music video work, but I wasn't a video vixen. I did actual acting in the music videos. I was hired by agencies. And then I got into the industry as a rapper. I started rapping about 2013, coming up. Until now. Oh yeah, I also entered Miss Earth. I was a semi-finalist for Miss Earth. I entered Miss Sundowns. I was in the top. That was so much fun. So I've done a lot of work as a model, and now I'm doing work. Oh yeah, I'm also on Isitimbi, so actually I shot a few episodes. So you should check that out.
Actress.
They're trying me out, I'm trying myself out because, I feel like I'm a natural in front of the camera, if I may say so myself. Yeah. No, but seriously. So I think I should do something with it, don't just limit myself to just modeling or rapping, if there's an opportunity here and there. And it's not so far off, it's not like I'm changing complete careers or anything.
Of course, we're still keeping it in the industry.
Yeah.
So going into our interview, I do understand that you like to go by the name Linda Mesh Wasekas.
Linda Mesh Wasekas.
Tell me about that. Why do you keep adding Wasekas? Is it to say I am from the hood, or are you saying I am from the hood, I am hood, and I'll always be hood?
You know what? As for always being hood, I don't know about that because we want to elevate and grow, but I am from the hood, so obviously I can never run away from that. But I really it's like I'm representing Mpumekasi. Wherever you see me, if you think I'm doing well, just know that in Mpumekasi. And if not Mpumekasi, then you can also do the same for yourself. On everything that I've done, you can do the same. Even though Mpumekasi, there's a, I'm not if it's a stigma or misconception. When you're from the township, you're gonna have 3 babies or 5 babies, and that's just gonna be your life. And it's like, no. There's so much opportunities for anybody, whether you're from the farms, whether you're from the hood. It just so happens that I'm from the hood.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I know that you're a rapper, right?
Yes.
And I want you to tell me about your rap life. I want you to tell me about your music. What type of music are you taking out there? Do you box yourself in a certain genre of hip hop, or I want to understand your music. I know it's got a lot of vernac as well, which I really like. A lot of rappers don't even use vernacular anymore. So I want you to tell me about your music.
Vernacular, darling.
Vernacular.
No, yeah, so I rap the way I am, the way I talk. Sometimes ngiyakhuluma, sometimes here and there So yeah, that's how I rap. And me, being a rapper, it's all about expressing myself. As a lady, as a girl, as a woman. We've got things that we also want to get off our chest. Art imitates life.
Yeah.
So we get to express ourselves through the art that we put out. So I feel like as women, we're not really as represented as we should be or could be. We're more spoken for. There's always guys telling us how women think, how women should think, or whatever, how women should act around them, But what about us? We have thoughts, what do we think,
Definitely.
Of the things that people think of us, and all those things, and it hasn't been easy to get in because that's not a message that people want to hear. People want to see you twerk. Abantu bafuna ukuthi ube spicy, ube like, oh, whatever, I hate Nari and Akai, which I don't, you know. And it's like, no, seriously, there's no story there.
I didn't say anything. I'm just like, wow.
So, you know, people are all about that. But, you know, there's more to women. Yes, we beef, everybody beefs, you know, but there's more to us, you know. Did you want to know how I feel when I'm feeling insecure, when I was growing up? Why I'm angry if you say that I'm angry, you know? All those type of things. I just feel like it's a story that needs to be told.
Yeah, and that's what you actually put in your music.
A lot.
That's what you're doing. Yeah. That's what you're doing. You're staying true to yourself, and that's what you're putting out there.
Yes.
Okay, no, that's great. How are you finding the entertainment industry? I hear you talking about they want to see females in a certain way, and you want to portray yourself a certain way. How are you finding it? Knocking on doors, trying to make it, always being there. Like, you know, it's so difficult sometimes because you get males who just always want to keep putting you down for no reason. How do you handle such situations?
Like I said, art imitates life, and music and rap is no different to that. So we as women, I think our issue has been in the rap industry. You know, guys, they're calling in a date, you know. And there's something that I've realized. I think maybe we've been a bit too entitled as ladies, which has given the guys the platform to be able to use us. Let me give you an example. As a lady, I think maybe we come into the industry, we expect to spend bani uzongiyenzela, uzonginikeza beats, angifakela phaya sessionini, ngiphope, you know, and it's like, but the guys didn't get there like that. They went to sessions, backpacking, bagibela amateksi, carrying from a cipher, you know?
Yes.
Just like any other thing, we need to start at the bottom. Yes. So because Tina Sifuna nje upopa, I think these guys have come up with a solution. We need to stop wanting favors. You know, guys, they pay for studio time, they pay for beats. We need to do that. You know, we need to invest in our art.
All right.
If we don't do that, hey, the guys are gonna make you pay. If he's gonna give you a beat and you're not gonna pay for it, that's why the guys be on some, okay, I get it now. I get it. We need to empower ourselves, I think. So let me try it out for a few years. I'll get back to you if it works. But I think that's been my experience, that if you don't invest in your art, you're going to get a lot of people that want to exploit you. Because I get to they've got to the studio, they've got the beats. And you got the
you're desperate.
And you're sexy, they're going to be like, okay, baby, I spawn. And that's what I've experienced. Guys are like, okay, asijole. And you know, umuntu akafuna ukujola nawe. Ufuna nje ukukudla, but angeke athi ngicela ukukudla bese ngizogezela ibeat. It's going to be awkward, you know. So that's okay, asijole or whatever, you know. And it's like, girls, go out there. About Miss Cosmo, how did they do it? How did they?
Hold that thought.
Oh,
wow, guys, the conversation is still going to continue. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned right here, Sisters in Hip Hop. And we're back with Linda Mesh.
Linda
Mesh. I keep getting corrected.
Don't worry, baby. It's not just you. I really feel like we should take ownership of our names. If your name is Tebo, it's Tebo. It's not Chishipa or whatever. If your name is Ntata, it's Ntata. It's not Nishon, Nelon, Shalon. No, you know? And it's not like, we can learn. Let's do this thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's continue. What were we talking about? Linda.
Yes.
Before we went into our ad break, you were telling me about how women should actually start at the bottom. They need to work hard, but they don't want to work hard. And you were going into, you were name dropping. What was happening? What were you saying?
How?
No, what were you saying? You were making examples.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes, so I was name dropping. Yeah. Miss Cosmo, I feel like Miss Cosmo is standing her ground. She's doing her own things. Even when she's traveling the world, you don't hear Wutu Muhammad or Span Bani or Inside No, she's there by herself in the industry. Nobody Futsi, DJ Zintle. You know, she's there, she's conquering, you know. So I really feel like, okay, these ladies have been from Bakuzuga before they could afford to contour, you know. Yeah. So why can't we do the same thing, you know? Let's not just want free things. Because this is what the guys did. You know, so I went to Lokunjaga Reason and he was like, no, get a side job and then pay for your stuff. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing.
So he gave you good advice?
Not me personally, like I had a one-on-one, you're gonna get me into trouble with like people. Like that's what he said.
Like that's how you put it. It's you. It's not me.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay, cool. So what I really want to talk about is empowerment. Do you
Yes.
think as women, especially like the sisters in hip hop, are we united?
For the fact that we have a topic on sisters in hip hop means there's content.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if there weren't
Of
any
course.
sisters, do you
Of
get what I'm
course.
saying?
There's a lot of content. There's so many of you guys out there, you have no idea. There's so many of me out there.
And it's, what are we doing? We're representing the others. So maybe I'm not reaching out to another rapper, but I'm reaching out to other females in my circles, and they're reaching out to other females. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we are united. And if we're not, we need to be.
Yeah. Do you guys know each other's music? Like as rappers?
I don't actually, unless obviously we're friends or whatever,
Yeah.
but I don't believe in listening to another rapper's music because I'm going to end up sounding like them. I think that's what ends up happening to Abantu when they sound like
Really?
Yeah, because it's like your mind gets used to the certain rhythm flow that they are giving you. So then you end up, even if it's subconsciously. So I don't actually even listen to hip hop unless I'm like at the club having a good time. No, I'm not in my own space listening to. No, because I want to bring about me. So I listen to Abu Miriam Makeba, Abu Lebu Matosa. Sometimes it's just instrumentals. I listen to music that inspires me. And currently, the hip hop that is being put out is not very inspiring.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Why is it not inspiring?
Because they're swearing at us, not by soda or something. Why not Jolani Ninotoge? Nisiege? Yeah, nigga Gustuga. Okay, Jolani Ninotoge. Why are you gonna like disturb me? Just don't swear at me. Don't be like, hey, no, like, do you get what I'm saying?
I get you.
Why is it actually Sisoda? Why do we have to put the other gender down? Don't do that. Sorry, don't do that. Unless Nias Handana. Put bromance, stop making it like, hey, I wanna spend time with the guys, hey, girls, best time. Chill with your guys all the time. It's tidy. So no, it's not inspiring really. The guys need to pull up their socks. But also, us ladies that rap,
I wanna ask about
we should also pull up our socks. But like I said, if Ufagwe, this is gonna sound awkward. If Ufagwe umuntu ku industry or daughter, he might not allow you to be like, I'm so empowered and I'm trying to empower other people.
Of course.
So that's where it becomes awkward.
And that's a huge problem, because now you can't even be your own artist, especially when you're not independent and you are signed. You can't even be yourself. Like you don't even know, your image automatically even changes. Example,
so
Gigi
hard.
Lane. When she was signed with Mabala Noise, she became a completely different person. I didn't even understand her music anymore. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? You must call her. She must come and explain.
No, she's coming. Don't worry.
But you see what I'm saying? Would say if you don't have your own, people that have you get Black Rock, you know. But obviously she's underground. But that's an example of somebody that has their own independence, I think. But now, student time, you know. And if you want to do something in a substance, in abundance, you need to find money.
So do you think the problem is not that we as women are not working hard enough? It's because we just don't have the money, because we are depending on someone else.
It's barriers to entry, probably. Like everything else. Ladies, when we're trying to be CEOs, when we're trying to have our own companies, we're trying to start things. So art imitates life. That's how the world is. The world is trying so hard to keep us in the kitchen. But like, we are like, you know, it's only now I think that we're confident enough to be like, you know, and now we're tweeting and whatever. But I think it's also going to come with the music industry. Maybe one of us, I don't know, you know, it would be so nice to see, because a lot of these guys that are rapping have money, maybe they have background. It would be nice to see something like that from a female, you know, coming through with her own money, you know. But okay, guess we'll keep hoping.
Yeah, we're gonna continue the conversation. Don't go anywhere. Sisters in Hip Hop, we'll be back. And we're back, so we're gonna just go straight back into our conversation. What were we talking about? Let's recap. So we spoke about empowerment, we spoke about unity, and now I want to speak about you enough, né? About the rest. Speak about you, you're my guest. What separates you from the other females? what makes you so original?
Yeah, and I am AKA Miss Originality.
Yeah, I can see. That's why I'm asking you that.
You know, ever since Nibaim, I've always preferred to be true to myself. I mean, it's just always been uncomfortable to do anything else. So I think that's what makes me original, is that I don't feel pressure to like conform. Okay, except for when I go home, my mom's like, what are you doing? I'm still like, blah, blah, blah. She's the only person in the whole entire world. Everybody else, I'm just like, nah.
And I mean, as you grow older, you actually realize these things, like, this is what I want to be. You become selfless with yourself, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. And I want to speak about Mashed Up Entertainment. How's that going?
Mashed Up Entertainment, so that's where I register my music. That's where giving out talks has been one of the things that I've been doing.
Young girls especially,
yes.
Right?
So I had an interview with Nimrod and Gosi on the other.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he was the one that was like, no, everything that comes out of your mouth is so inspirational. So he hooked me up with somebody that can go to schools and whatever. So that's what I'm developing right now in 2018.
Oh, wow.
And also a modeling agency, because girls are always coming up to me, because I've been modeling since 2010. Girls are always coming up to me, which agency can I join? And then I advise them, and then they join the agencies, and then they're in the books for years and nothing happens. So I can get girls in, get a photo shoot, teach them how to pose, teach them how to take pictures, take them to another level where they're not the girl next door, so the agencies can actually take them out to them, I guess. And also, guys are always like, hey, don't you know nice girls for parties, hostessing, promo gigs or whatever. So that's mashed up right now.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's still all about women and women empowerment
and development. That's incredible. I mean, what inspired you to start something like that?
I feel like it just happened. You know, girls are always like, oh, I want to be a model, I want to be a model. And then I just felt like, I'm not doing enough. I'm being selfish. You know, like somebody who you ask, where did you get that outfit? And they're like, I don't remember, you know.
Yeah, and then it's like, really just tell me, it's just a jacket.
It's helpful.
Yes, it happens a lot.
So I felt like I was being like that, like, it's helpful. So I was just like, what can I do? When I do advise them, my advice doesn't help, because the agencies, they're not gonna not take your agency fee and just keep you there in their books. So I was like, what can I do? And I was like, okay, and the guys, because we're always partying together, so the guys are like, don't you have pretty girls? So, and I think I enjoy speaking to women and getting them to be at a level where they're not afraid. I feel like as girls, I guess it's also our culture. You know, women must be seen and not heard. You know, there's something wrong when you believe in yourself and you trust in yourself, and it's like, no.
They expect you to shrink yourself and not be that butterfly that you're supposed to be.
Because you know, you're the only you that will ever exist. So if you're gonna first of all try be somebody else, like if we're all gonna try be now, I will queen bee or whatever, it's not gonna work. Be you.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
Wow, that's such incredible work, with what you're doing with Mashed Up. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And you dropped a song in September.
Mañana.
When you turned 30. Yes, tell me about that song.
So the chorus goes, Mañana wa tsoga wa etsa, ha emele motho wa tsoga wa etsa, ha batla go etsa wa tsoga wa etsa, because monate wa iketsetsa, so just tsoga and etsa.
Pretty much, girls wake up, work, and
do it for yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
slay.
Because you know me now, I'm not gonna lie, I was inspired by my mom throughout the years. My mom was a single mom, she raised the both of us, she took me to varsity. That's probably why she's so mad at me that I'm doing rap, because she wants me to be an accountant, which okay, story. So anyway, she's got her own property, like, umama uyaphila guys, umama uyazikhona, like indlu yakhe inaisi, akahluphi umuntu, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are hamba, I have my trips, kuphi, and it's just like, wow, you know, and she's doing this on her own. I have to work and then put money away, and then there's life expenses that get in the way. But it's coming along. I guess I can say slowly but surely, you know, because I'm working on my next track, you know. So that's how it goes, like, I push a track, no. I work. Yeah. I work, save up the money. Then I go to studio, buy the beat, buy the studio time, whatever, and then do PR and whatever, because I was doing a radio tour and whatever around that time when Yana had dropped. And then once I'm done with that, I go back and I work. So I'm working right now.
Don't worry, you got the platform. You got the platform. Beat makers are out there. Don't worry, we're gonna hook you up. We're gonna hook a sister up. Don't worry. Yeah, at least you're working. You know, you've got your structure together. Yeah, you've got your structure together. Okay, cool. So where can they find you? Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you performing? How busy are you? Social media, everything. Just put it out there.
So on Instagram, linda.mesh, linda.mash. Facebook, Linda Mesh. Twitter, @LindaMesh, but with like 2 S's, like mesh. And then, where can you find me?
On their Facebook.
Facebook, Linda Mesh.
Oh,
Instagram, Linda.mesh. Twitter, @Linda.mesh. Yo, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I haven't been performing in a while. Like I've said, like I told you, I've been working, and the performances that have been offered to me, abafuna ukubhadala, so bafethu senzeni. Sifuna ama-beats, sifuna studio time, andifuna ukusibhadala akuhlangani. So for now,
that's
I'm
rubbish,
just working
actually. Askis.
No worry, ngisazobanyela kuma-tracks mase ngiba no worry,
money.
anikeza isikhathi. Sazobathela ngama-champagne batshela indaba zabo zonke. Sazonidropa yo, if you've ever.
Alright, so you're not performing anyway anytime soon, but we're following you on social media, so we've got our eyes on you.
Yeah, don't say anytime soon, don't jinx it, because maybe somebody watching might want to book me.
No, my anytime soon is tomorrow.
Yeah,
don't worry. Next week, I know you got gigs for days.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, money. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Sisters in Hip Hop. I'll see you again next week, same time, same place. And also, guys, please feel free to subscribe to Slaghuis TV. Bye.
Ciao.